This exotic genuinely surprises me. The reason why is because I didn't really think it was as good as it is, especially with melee recharging abilities, mods, and exotic weapons. But I was definitely surprised, and damn if it wasn't a good one. So today, Guardians, we're gonna talk about the Felwinter's Helm, an exotic warlock helmet that came out alongside Season of the Worthy. For those who don't know, Felwinter was one of the strongest Iron Lords, half Exo, half Warmind. But then eventually, Siva erupted. His legacy lives on in this helmet. Felwinter's Helm comes with exotic perk Warlord's End, which works in a way that arc, solar, and void melee kills create a burst of energy that weakens nearby enemies. Finishers and kills against more powerful enemies increases the radius of the burst and the length of the weakening effect. For those who played Destiny for a while, this corresponds to the effect that Oppressive Darkness delivers, only in a bigger area, and depending on the rank you kill with a melee, applies the debuff up to a total of 15 seconds. However, if you do a finisher, it will always be 15 seconds and a wider radius. For those who don't know what Oppressive Darkness is, it's a grenade mod for your class item that applies a weakness effect on hit with void grenades. This weakness effect causes the affected enemy to take 30% increased damage from all sources. The coolest part of this though is that it also blinds enemies, meaning that they'll just casually walk around when affected by the debuff, giving you a lot less incoming damage to worry about. So where do you get this? As always, you have the exotic engrams that drop it randomly in the game, or you can pray to the RNG gods that Sir will bring it with him on his next trip to our solar system. So this is a very hard one to talk about when it comes to builds, mostly because it works with almost anything, any subclass and any weapon. For example, in raiding, you could run your normal loadout that you're comfortable with while running, let's say, Well of Radiance. Just before you DPS the boss, you would run out, finish an enemy to apply the weakness, then as you normally would do, you'd go back and DPS. Personally, and I do want to mention that this is also a build I found very fun to use, was using Monte Carlo for almost constant upkeep of Benevolent Dawn, as well as having Well for boss DPS. And oh dear if it didn't turn out amazing. Mods for this would be high recovery for that sweet health regen and high intellect for more super upkeep. Since finishers count toward the exotic effect, I would argue that investing stats into melee is not nearly as good as investing into more frequent super usage. So with all of this being said, I want to ask you Guardians a question. Do you have any crazy builds with this exotic in mind? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, I want to thank you so much for watching this video, and I especially want to thank Destiny the Game subreddit for the amazing support I've recently gotten. I am beyond humbled and so appreciative of all your dedication and support to this project. And for those who are joining us from YouTube, if you enjoyed the video, then leaving a like and subscribing to the channel is a great way to stay up to date on the latest uploads. It's also a great way to support the channel, so join the Spectral Realm today. Until next time, this is TC Spectre, signing off.